Everyone knows about how to make big it in life, but very few actually do it. Why? This book can give us answer about it. Because what he has mentioned that if you have bigger goals and even if you have talent, even if you have all the resources, you are not going to make it if you don't create habits and systems to achieve that. Ambitious goals take daily rituals, big dreams take daily consistent actions, and this is what this book teaches us now. The author James Clear talked about how we can build tiny habits, how we can start small, and eventually we can make it big in our lives. I will try to sum up all this knowledge 3 points. 1. Starting it small. 2. Creating a habit stack. And 3. Leveraging an environment to achieve your goals. First, starting it small. When we were a child, that time we don't have any resistance to create new habits, but now we have to get through the resistance for creating a new habit. Getting through the resistance is one thing, but after repeating the habit several times, we have to hit the plateau. And when we are hitting the plateau, after that only we are going to achieve the exponential growth in one particular skill or habit. So this process of getting through the resistance, this process of getting through the plateau and achieving the exponential growth can start with starting small. We have all our daily activities, and if you are committing to one particular habit, let's say you're committing to reading for half an hour or reading books, and you already have your schedule in place. At 9:30 you have to go to the office, probably at 7 you come. And in between these hours, you are not getting any time to read. And after getting from the office, you are getting little time. And that too, you are using it for your own things. So, where you are getting time to install a new habit. So, what this author suggests us in this, if you are starting in the beginning, it doesn't matter if you are starting it very small. In fact, he has introduced 2 minutes rule. He said that if you want to start reading books, do it for 2 minutes. And there is a chance that you might complete one paragraph, but second day you are going to complete 70%. Third, fourth, fifth day you are going to complete one page. And after months, this habit will get hardwired in your brain. It will reach to the point of automaticity and you will automatically read more pages at that particular time. And this is how our brain works because human beings are naturally driven for expansion. Whatever you are starting it in your life, if it is making you a better person, if it is making you stronger, you are going to repeat that. He has also talked about in the book that if you have to install a habit, we have to make it attractive, we have to make it satisfying. What does it mean that making it attractive? We see bodybuilders, we see pictures of them. Why these pictures are posted on the walls of the gyms? They are making it attractive. So if you are making your habit attractive, if you are making it satisfying, so when you read a one page of book, you are having knowledge, and day by day, one page, day by day, 2 pages, then you are getting benefit from that knowledge. This benefit is making you more skillful, making you a better person, and by becoming a better person, you are getting satisfaction. And this is what the book talked about, making it satisfied. And when you get satisfaction through the habit of reading books, eventually you are going to do it more. How you can make it attractive? See, if you see all the high achievers, you will see big libraries. If you see a person who coming from nowhere but is making it big in a different industry, you have to look at his library. There is a chance that he is reading books. So if you have this knowledge, if you read the interviews of those high achievers, you will associate that habit with high achievers and you are making it attractive. You are making it attractive, you are saying it to yourself that if you want to be a high achiever, you have to read books. And this is how you make it attractive. And the most important, you have to repeat it. In Marathi, we have a beautiful word called dhyas, which means you are occupying your mind with that particular activity. Now there is a neuroscience involved in it. If you are doing one particular thing, irrespective of the time, let's say half an hour or 2 minutes, or let's say half an hour. If you are doing exercise for half an hour, and after a few months, after a few years, this habit of exercise will get attached to your identity. And if it is getting attached to your identity, then you are becoming a person who exercises. And you are only doing it for half an hour, but you are carrying that identity with you 24 hours. So 24 hours, you are the person who does exercise, which means you will acquire and you will have all that knowledge or all those activities, you will connect all that knowledge, you will connect knowledge of 24 hours to that identity, to that particular task which is exercise. Which is why we see athletes eat in a different way. Which is why we see authors talk in a different way because they are authors and that identity is attached to their self. Hence they talk like an author. They live like an author. So this is the power of habit. Once it is getting attached to your identity, you are going to have knowledge of all the fields, and whatever you are doing for 24 hours directed to that particular skill, directed to that particular habit. Hence he has said that starting is small. Even if you are starting it for 10 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, you are actually becoming that particular habit. And habit will stick to you permanently. It will come to the point of where you don't have to pay attention, where you don't have to make an effort to do that particular task, but you still do it effortlessly, automatic. As if you're getting it up in the morning, brushing your teeth, making a cup of tea and drinking it. Any habit, any difficult, so-called difficult habit which you are trying to install can be automated by this method, starting it small, continuing it up, no matter what, repeating it, no matter at what extent, how much of the time, but repeating it day by day, months by months, years by years, you are going to hit a plateau. And once you hit the plateau, you are going to achieve the exponential growth. Well, this was about first point. Now second, creating a habit stack. This author has talked about creating a habit stack because our brain has a power of association, I would say, which means if you are working out at 7 o'clock, after working out, if you are eating fruits, then your brain will associate eating fruits with working out, which means whenever you will eat fruits, you will remember working out, you will remember exercise, and whenever you are doing exercise, you will remember to have fruits. This power of association comes with the brain's ability to make connections with different things or whatever the things which we are connecting it to. If you have a habit of reading for half an hour, then make a habit stack. So before reading, you're practicing gratitude for 2 minutes. So whenever you will practice gratitude, so your brain will learn that it's time for reading book. Or whenever you will read a book, that time you will think about grateful things. Because eventually, after years, after some particular time, your brain will start to associate that particular habit with the second habit, and we can make it third, fourth and fifth. And this is how we can create habit stack. So if you want to create a morning routine and if you want to create a habit stack, you can start with self-reflection, first thing, second exercise, third eating healthy breakfast, fourth working on your skill. Now these 4 habits, if you want to install in your personality at one particular, you have to do them together. So in the morning you're getting up, you're doing self-reflection. After that you're doing exercise. Then this habit of self-reflection is getting associated with exercise. And habit of exercise is getting associated with healthy breakfast. And a habit of healthy breakfast is getting associated with working on your skill. Which means you have created a morning habit stack. Third point, leveraging the environment. See, if you want to become an actor and if you're hanging out with engineers, so how will you learn the things which every actor has to learn while hanging out with engineers? And this is what he talked about, that we have to create an environment. We have to leverage our environment in order to build habits. So let's say, again, if you want to read books, then you have to carry books with you. Wherever you go, carry books with you. In travel, carry books with you. And keep books on the table, keep books on the bed. And eventually you will read it. You will turn the pages, you will read books and you will get into habit of reading. And this is how you leverage environment for building great habits. So if you want to do exercise, you can put a poster of a bodybuilder on the wall. And whenever you see that picture, you will be motivated to do exercise and you will actually do it. Leverage the environment for installing and building a habit of exercise. So whatever habits you want to build, create environment along with that. Get associated with the people, get associated with the pictures, with the materials which is linked to those habits. This is called leveraging environment for your habits. Thank you for watching and subscribe to this channel for becoming a leader in your life. Thank you very much.